Sleep. I love sleeping more than I love my waking life. My paintings are a bridge between the subconscious and the conscious. I love playing in the realm of imagination and what goes on underneath the top layers of our programming. And from what I've noticed, it feels like when we sleep, we are more connected to ourselves than we are in our waking day to day life. Now, you have bridges in your day to day life as well, like writing, and that is journaling, making art, yoga, meditation. We have tools, right, to connect to ourself. But what I feel is the case is that when you sleep, you don't necessarily need any of these tools. You're just connected to source. As you may see here, this is me sleeping. This is me on an adventure, right? In the dreaming world. And I've had troubles waking up as well in the morning because I feel so much more alive when I'm sleeping, when I'm dreaming. And it feels like it isn't until we go to bed that we actually let go of this inner resistance, this inner critic, this inner voice that basically tells us what we can and can't do. And I think even though we can call ourselves awakened beings, we are still so caught up in the illusion on a day to day basis that we aren't necessarily seeing the truth for what it is. We are seeing a fragmented version of it. And it feels like when you finally let go, when you finally go to sleep, things flow better. They flow more naturally. I'm more at peace when I sleep. I am more fulfilled when I sleep. I am no longer yearning to be anything. I just am, you know? And I think that's one of the core things as well. Like when we sleep, we are. When we're in the waking world, we're constantly striving and yearning to be, not realizing that we already are. We are. I am, you know? I think it's been so needed because I'm a human doing, not a human being, right? So when I sleep is in essence the only time I'm able to actually relax, when my nervous system actually gets to recalibrate itself. And you also have the sense of when you meditate, right? You can go into this sleeping state, this half awake, half dreaming type state. And I feel like ideas tend to flow better in that state. So, one part of sleeping is definitely unwinding for the day, spending time to uncover what you've learned, because if you don't sleep, we can't integrate what we learn. It is such a core part of what we do. We need rest. And I'm not that good at allowing myself time to rest. But you'll see it in people that don't rest, right? That sleep 3 hours a day. You'll see them aging rapidly. I think we sleep to reconnect to ourselves, reconnect to our true nature, reconnect to the soul, the creator. When we sleep, we're limitless, right? We can go anywhere. And in some senses, it feels like our true nature is closer to the sleeping state than the waking state, because the sleeping state is reality without filter. It is your viewpoint without your programming layered on top. So you're able to see things clearer. You're also able to receive messages from your higher self. In essence, I think sleep is an underrated thing on the journey of success. As you can notice, I've been tired today. I had a healing session and it totally depleted me. So, but I wanted to stay locked in and I couldn't shake this topic. I don't know why I had to talk about sleep, but I've been thinking about sleep since I woke up today. So, something that I've just said needed to be said. I actually think it's more about the energy that I just shared. And I can't on a logical level explain that, but I noticed that this piece of content carries a super calm and grounded vibration. So even though I've been sort of in motion today, I noticed when I edited this that I got relaxed and I went from being hyper to this state again. So maybe it was more about the energy than the actual message. In essence, so much love, peace. Hope you have a magical day. See you tomorrow.